an A-side match here. We've got Sarah Moore, or Sarah Stockberger, you know her by that name, and Shiela Carney. And this is Sheila's first NWPA tournament, so she's doing quite well to still be on the A side. We are playing 9-ball on 9-foot tables. Race to 6 for A-side matches. Rack your own. Template racks required. Do you want to be over there? All right, I'm being rejoined by our official streamer.
Put me in, coach.
Tyrell Detweiler of Hill Productions.
Oh, you didn't tell me. I had it up so loud.
Probably because I'm quieter than you.
Right. Well,
sometimes.
Oh, there is. Let's change headsets.
Okay, hang on. All right.
Yeah, it's just I could see all of them peeking over there.
All right, Cal found us on the main stream. Here we go. Okay. We've got, so this is Sarah is from Eugene. She plays out of Roadhouse Billiards.
Roadhouse.
And we've got Shiela Carney out of Portland. She plays out of Fortune Star. And I was just saying that this is her first NWPA tournament, and she's still on the A side, so she's doing well.
Yeah, I was just talking to Jordan outside. I think she road dogging it with Raquel and Anna. Okay.
Oh, sit up there. Okay. Looks like she couldn't see that.
I like that she offered you, but not me.
An icy cold beverage was offered to me, but unfortunately, I'm one of those people that's from when I'm done playing. At least in big tournaments. League doesn't count. Okay, so Sarah's got ball in hand. She's going to have to navigate how to get from the 1 to the 2 here. I would like a little more angle for this ball, personally.
Just punching it down there?
I think punching it. The tables are pretty fast. But I think I would have preferred to go into the rail and back out. It was just hard to get to, though, for sure.
I mean, even to draw down
she
there.
She can see it. Maybe all she was going for was to play a safe.
But even draw down there, I would have liked a little more angle than that. That's just me, though. What are we looking for?
Chris. They're gonna call the ref over to get that rack off.
Hit the ref button on the scoring tablet.
Boop, boop. Oh.
Have you seen that yet?
I did.
If you hit the button, the table in digital pool starts flashing.
Well, he wasn't sitting over there.
I know he wasn't.
This time. But I will remind people. We are using I'm watching you play your match on the TV while watching this match on the computer. Please don't tell me who won.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that's going to be a short-lived
It'll be a short one. I won't tell you who won, but I will tell you that something came up in the middle of it. So. But cool. 2 screens. Awesome. Yeah, stick with us. You'll have plenty of pool to watch. We will be here. This tour stop is both Saturday and Sunday. So tomorrow, tomorrow we will be probably bringing back
top 12.
Minimum top 12. I think that's where we're sitting right now. It just depends how quickly these matches get done. So 12 to 16.
Yeah.
But 12.
Finals probably sometime between 5 and 6. Be start time.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with our format, so it's 6 on the front, 5 on the back, and the finals match is actually 1 long race to 9.
I forgot about that. I haven't mentioned that once yet.
Yeah, so there's no double dip. It kind of raises the stakes. You know, I think sometimes you can feel really comfortable when you know you've got a set to burn if you're sitting on the hot seat. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of fun. Don't be a spoiler. Okay, I'm sorry. My hint was too strong. Oh, sorry about that. I just didn't want you to get too excited about watching it. Anywho. Yeah, so the finals is one long race, which does make it exciting. We also employ a shot clock for that. So exciting times. Great shot by Sara. Stroke. I don't know Sara super well, but I did play her and her partner in Scotch at the regional BCA event a year or two ago, I think. And
Is this the one that they won?
no, they didn't win when we played them that time, but I think they got like third or something. I don't know. I just remember that she was a great shot on 7 foots. So
First place champion, 9-ball Scotch doubles, gold division 2023.
uh-huh.
So I don't know if that's a year that you played her and her partner or not, but
Oh,
her and her partner
maybe.
did get first one year.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember. I'm sorry, but I
It's
do remember they were good. So, um, the shot clock, Chris, is it what's the shot clock again for the finals? How long is it?
30 seconds.
30-second shot clock. And one extension. Finals. All right, so she's going back up table for the 7. High ball here. Nice shot. Hoping for a little bit of angle.
It needs to stay to the left of the table here because that 8 goes in the lower right.
Yes, it definitely does.
Definitely do not want to leave yourself to the combo because that
The
is
jam pocket over there.
that is not. All right, we're supposed to be selling off corn
feel
pockets. The jam up
I
pocket.
feel like it's a good idea.
The diamond
And I
line
need to do
pocket.
it before someone else thinks.
Well, maybe we should quit talking about it on live air.
Okay, good. So she did elect to stay on that side. 8-ball goes just fine. Just be a little careful how you manage this cue ball. Don't want to scrape off the 9 into that pocket. But I would like to be a lot closer to this ball for the shot, but
yeah, absolutely.
What can you do? She didn't have a lot of angle in her last one. And I think that's why she hit it like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned.
Why I was like, I recognize her.
Yeah.
And I think actually, is it her first time at this too? It might be her first time too. It might be
Yes.
both their first times.
Yeah,
at this.
this
So that's
is
great.
yeah. We got 2 first timers.
First timer right here.
Yep.
Well, Shiela says she's a big hugger. On her fun fact. All right. Ow. I didn't like that. It was poked.
I had one already.
Hooray, we were offered sustenance.
Yeah.
Cherry tomatoes and protein bars.
Got people throwing snacks at us.
It's probably better than the melted one I had from my car. It's not good.
Well, I ate the one that you gave me, which was probably also a melted one from your car.
No, that one wasn't.
No. Okay.
I feel like we need like space traveler food that's like shelf stable. We can just sit here and eat.
So she tried to bank that ball.
They're making it a little short.
Yeah.
Is that Brenda Willis? Yeah. What happened? Okay, so I will speak to this. Stephanie had something else going on. Marianne, Kathy Mack usually travel together, and I think that this being our really far south stop, I mean, it's like that's like 12 to 14-hour travel time at least for
Yeah.
them. I think they said no to that this time around. Same with Catherine, she's from Canada. And
Yeah, I don't feel like we had a huge Canadian contingency last time around either.
not sure about Melissa Russian. And then Liz Cole is still dealing with health issues. So, and what happened? No Brenda Willis either. Where are you, Brenda? So it's just a perfect storm. I've been assured that some of the Canadians will be coming to other stops. So Brenda, you didn't answer me. Why aren't you here? uh,
There is a delay in when we see.
oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. Sorry. Brenda, fantastic Canadian player. Has been to these events many times. Haha. Well, to be fair, the players that she listed are all extremely strong and fun players to watch. So I get it. Veterans of the tour, but
It takes a village.
Oh my gosh.
How's she not
I
grazed
don't
that?
know. I felt like she was gonna hit that just easily. I don't know. It's okay. Good try.
Soon. Yeah, I know. We're gonna get done in an early time.
Um,
Apologize. That's our tournament director yelling in my mic from behind my head.
okay, newbie. No, all good. Yeah, it's just we are missing some of our
Regular
higher rated regulars.
regulars.
Just yeah, as I mentioned, like a perfect storm, I think, of things going on. But that's okay. We are here for the new faces. Like I said, both of these players, this is their first time on the tour, and we all have to start somewhere. So
Well, it's also, kind of works out well because we have a bunch of turnouts of new players.
yeah, I'm
And
excited. I was new once,
Yeah.
many years ago. I don't think she got exactly where she wanted to be on that. One thing I like about her game is I notice even when she doesn't get where she wants to be, she doesn't like overly react. She kind of seems like she keeps a cool demeanor.
it's a really good shot.
Really good shot.
That is a
Fantastic
solid
combo.
combo.
Yeah, she just accepted that's what she had to do. Bear down on it. And, yeah, I like that about her game.
Yeah, bouncy one. Yeah, speaking your own. Here.
I recognize him, but I don't remember his name. Got quite a little crowd down here watching us at Bobalou Billiards.
Totally, because it brings you new players. They might not complain Portland, but you go, you know what? Maybe I will grab it for you know what?
Well, you definitely will, Cal, if you tune in. So we have I'm sure Tyrell already showed the schedule, but about once a month through November there'll be tour stops. So
December.
sorry.
We
So
have
7 total stops.
We have September and November off, but there are tour stops in every other month.
Correct. So lots good pool. Tomorrow, yeah, as I mentioned, will be the probably top 12. So that'll be a really competitive day to watch. But overall, there's usually
Finals day.
interesting matches at least. Oh my gosh, what a shot.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that was going right in.
Looked pretty good.
It's really sporty.
Just shooting the gap
Just
between the 5 and the 7.
nailed it.
I'm like, yeah. No, you wanted to say something else.
No, well, no, I got banned. Don't report me. Oh, that is a tough ball sometimes.
I hate that 2 rail.
Yeah,
You got to swerve it.
I've done that. I've done that one before.
You got to like a little bit of mass swerve to make that go. It looks like you shouldn't, but every time you miss it, you're like, I should have swerved it.
Well, because if it catches that rail a little too high, then you know it'll spin down a little
Yeah.
bit. And okay, so she's on 5x. Okay, I thought that was the 4. She got between 2 ideas there, but she's got the bank if she wants it.
Yeah, I think I like just laying up and playing short side there.
I was
and shoot-
agreeing. I agree with that. Yeah.
That 7 makes it tricky to slide,
Mhm.
and it's really easy to get away from the ball. And then
Yeah, I feel like.
I like playing to be, shooting the ball to the closer pocket, but like
Oh,
I
yeah.
really think that is a situation where like ball in hand, you easily get straight in that ball, shoot it up table or down table.
Yeah, it's easy to get locked in and being like, well, that's the pocket. But,
Yeah.
If your opponent missed and left you that short side, you would be like jumping in the air, like, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So it's hard. Oh, I like her nails. Oh, come on now. Good effort. Good effort. Ooh, these are big tables. It's a long ways away. Let's see what else I got here. So it looks like Sarah is playing with a Lucasi cube. And Sheila's using a Viking. I think that used to be who Suzanne Smith was sponsored by. Viking. You remember?
SOS.
The bridge. Yeah, I think I remember there being a ball that was hard to get to. Yeah, it wasn't my best. All right. Big bounce out of that corner. Ooh, did she might have a piece of it. I don't know if she can make it though. Looking at the table versus the stream angle, it's looking to me like she has a piece of it. Some venues that we're at, we will have a second camera angle. It just kind of depends on the anatomy of the pool hall, whether
Yes.
we have a place to put it.
Yeah, it's not easy to set up a
Oh, Cal, yeah, the 6 was stuck on the thing. It's a template rack is what most people call it. Or a magic rack, but that's sort of like calling a tissue a Kleenex. Good try there. So, ball in hand for Sheila. Does that 8 go comfortably in the jam up corner over there, or?
I wouldn't say it goes
I don't think
comfortably.
comfortably, but I think it might go. Okay, she's. Oh, okay.
Trying to bump it open, maybe.
Template rack is what they call those.
That's
Yeah.
the generic term.
Generic term, yeah.
Although, most people call it a magic rack, but
Mhm.
that's a brand, just like Turtle Rack's a brand.
Yeah, it's kind of become the thing now in pro pool and whatever. It's kind of nice because it helps you get a little bit tighter rack. Important in 9 ball because you don't want your opponent just making the 9 ball with that loose rack. Another thing about our format on the tour is the big tables we play 9 ball, and on little tables we play 10 ball. So we try to eliminate the quote unquote slop as much as we can, and especially anything going on the break that might make you win. Well, that was a good hit by Shiela on the 8. Oof, man, she's just so close to making all of those long banks.
Yeah, just a little long. Just caught that
Yeah,
outside, or yeah, the outside
Mhm.
nose on the way in.
of course, diamonds are maybe not the most forgiving at that speed, so nice shot. Like I was saying earlier, I don't think this table is super stingy, but it's still a diamond.
Ooh.
Catch a little skid there, or was it just a little miss?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It looked like it.
Maybe.
It looked like it threw forward a little bit. It looked
Mhm.
unnatural. I'm just gonna say
Yeah, I
that.
couldn't tell if that was a mechanics or a little bit of dirt in the ball or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so nice. With confidence. So Sarah's gonna go up 2-0, and we want to thank Littman Lights, our official tour sponsor, for supporting us all year. Best lights in the business. Diamond Mine Northwest has sponsored this tour stop. If you need a diamond table in the Northwest, give John a call. Bobalou Billiards is our host and added money sponsor. I want to thank them for having us for the 2nd year. Here's a couple of events they've got coming up if you're in the area. And if you have a moment, if you could like or subscribe to the channel, that really does help our sponsors get exposure and help make people aware of the tour. So if you have a moment, we appreciate it.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button. Strong break from Shiela. No, ball didn't go down, but she hit some hard. Measuring her cue ball line here to make sure that she doesn't scratch. Some people kind of use that V method for like a rolling ball. Let's get that a little harder. Got tangent anyway. Oh, oof. Well, she has hooked Shiela, but she's got an easy one rail hit here. Of course, does need to drive a ball to the rail afterwards. We're using BCA rules here. So 3 foul is in effect. If you're not familiar with that, if you foul 3 times in a row, it is loss of rack. And your opponent is required to inform you when you're on 2. That way you can make a good judgment call on what you attempt to do. I don't know if she's thinking about taking on this 1-9 here. It's tempting. I think there's a way you could do it to maybe get safe, but I don't think maybe she's just gonna do straight combo here. I think if the 6-7 wasn't so tied up, I'd go for the run out, but I think this is viable. Hey.
Alright, just needs to draw back a little bit for this 2-ball. A lot of body movement in that stroke there. I can't tell if she can slide between the 4 and the 9 or not.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. I was fielding a little question about our second chance tournament. If you are unfamiliar, anybody who does not cash in the main tournament is eligible to play in our second chance tournament. So all right, sorry about that. Oh, thank you. Yes, congrats to me. No one wants it to end like that, but what can I say? Happy to be playing still.
I got some work to do.
I'm already at. I know you.
The third round, gonna buy this. No, what? Yeah, I'm really going right there. Yeah, I had a,
How close to the money did I get?
Where you think?
Just now. I made 5 grand.
You saw a server go?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have needed to win your match after that. Right.
Yeah.
She needs to win the next match.
Nice.
So there you go.
Yeah, I was close.
You were getting there. You beat out more than half the field. Wrong with that. And you can play tomorrow anyway.
Trying to
They
get behind the
can,
5.
consider
Come up short.
down. We didn't get hotel rooms. We just drove. So it's cool.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're sitting up here at the tournament desk and there's players coming to ask questions. So if you can hear a little background noise, that's it.
What'd you say? We said this is what it said.
That's we add money to it.
Yes, I did actually get money out of the last year.
There you go.
I think you had
That's why Right.
Not sure if she was committed to the 4 or if she was committed to the 9 or neither.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when there's two ideas, your brain kind of goes, well, in the middle's good, right?
Oh, Rita.
What happened?
She's too nice. That's what happened.
We are missing one of our favorite players named Rita as well. Shout out to Rita if you're watching us. A little jacked up here. That is a tough
Oh,
shot on a
wow.
table like this. Not leaving Sheila anything good here, though. There's steep back cut into the jam up pocket over there. There's a side pocket shot. Yeah, share the stream. Let's get some more chatters in here. We appreciate the chat interaction for the record. As long as it's, fun and respectful and all that. What a shot.
Civil.
What a great shot. And shape. Real nice.
The amateur regional tour, be
There's some
be civil.
there's varying
As much as
experience levels.
Nicole wants to exercise the ban hammer.
Oh yeah, let me ban one person.
Will you mute me so I can eat a couple of...
That's quick. Well, I don't have the ban hammer, so anyhow. Yeah, if you all take a second to share the stream, that helps us out too.
Sorry, I had to eat some tiny tomatoes.
I shut that down a lot quicker than I meant to.
That was cool. You cut me off mid-sentence. That was awesome.
Well, awesome. Yeah, we do appreciate that people take the time to tune in.
I don't know. Maybe the tables decided to get stingy here in
You
the
know,
last hour.
It is something that happens. If you're in a room long enough, the conditions do change. And, I think a lot of people say that when they miss a ball or something, but it's true. Oh, shoot. The same thing happened.
Yeah.
The shelf is a little deep, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
And left yourself a little bit of angle. Should be able to move up or down table from this view. A little close to the 8-ball.
Oh, jeez. Ew.
Cliff, we don't want to hear about that.
Yeah, I don't need more details, but okay. I guess if you need something to watch while you're laid up. Welcome aboard. Those of you with and without food. Oh boy.
I mean, did he tell us what he ate yesterday? Like, should I already not be surprised because he told us
I don't know if that's. I'd like to get away from this
Okay.
conversation for the stream. She's got a cut here, but I feel like she should make this. She's been pocketing balls really well. Just gotta again manage the cue ball. Make sure you're not going in that side pocket.
Wow, good
Nice
shot.
shot.
All right.
Nice and smooth.
Well, Sarah halfway there.
Um, once again, players are allowed one 5-minute break they can utilize if they so wish. If you haven't seen it, oh, I can't press. It's not working.
I don't know what happened. I need
Oh,
to
I got it.
try and fix it.
Over here.
Yeah.
Here's our upcoming stops. So we have 7 stops for this tour season. Our next one's going to be in Vancouver, Washington at Silver Star Saloon, 10 ball. Salem, Oregon, Phil's Bar and Grill, 10 ball. Those are the next 2 coming down the pipe there. So see, Cal, look at all those stops. You can tune in for some live pool. Oh boy. I'm not going to address any political comments. Yeah. Okay, both players. Yes, we are all over the West. We are, I believe, currently the largest women's regional tour. So by regional, we mean amateur tour. So we're a step below pros. 9 on the snap does count,
Uh,
but you are required to use the template rack.
Not
as well.
the pros aren't allowed to play in this event, should they so choose.
Yes, they are, unless they have a contract with WPBA.
Well, yeah, I was saying from the NWPA side,
Right.
and you don't have to be from the Pacific Northwest to play. in the
Correct.
event
Anybody
either.
can play. These are open tournaments. They're not handicapped. If Allison Fisher wanted to come play, she could play in this. I'm sure she has better things to do with her time. But
One of the juniors, Sophia Mass, did come out the year
Yeah.
before last and whooped up on everybody up in Spokane.
and what's her name? It starts with an S. I forgot. She played at the Snoqualmie thing. She's like a Korean player. She played in one. I forgot though. I'm sorry. It was a while ago though. Anywho, yeah. Anyway, the 9 on the snap counts, but you are required to use the template racks. We have turtle racks here. They're a sponsor thing, so we are required to use those.
And they make it much more unlikely to see that 9.
Yeah, you can still do the head-on break, and the 9 ball does track pretty dang well up tables, especially on these fast tables.
Yeah.
So I did encounter that on my last match.
Yeah, the head on will get it moving, or if you get that cue ball flying through the center,
Mhm.
flying through where the 9 ball is.
So boring. I'm just trying to play shape with the 1 and the cue ball. Safety here, I think.
I don't think it's gonna
That's
work out.
touchy.
Yeah.
What happens if both players don't want the template? Too bad. There's a couple reasons why we require it. Number 1 is speed of play. It makes it usually more likely that you'll have a better rack and therefore not a big safety game for a long time. Number 2, they're a sponsored item. So to get their exposure, we use the turtle racks. Baloney. Well, every tournament has their own set of rules, and if you go to register and check out the rules and it's not your thing, that's fine. We get it. But it's just kind of what we use, and we found it works pretty well for us. So.
Man, tournament's running so well. I haven't seen Chris in a while.
Yeah, he's doing good.
I misplaced something.
We're cruising through. So
Oh, he left something in his trunk. I had to go get it.
yeah, I want to go get something out of my trunk too. Speaking of not money, this is a free stream. So please share. Anybody can come watch. If you feel so inclined to buy Tyrell a coffee, there's a little Venmo tip jar. You can give him a buck or two there if you like. Old schooler. Yeah, that's fine. A lot of people prefer the rack, the wooden rack, and that's fine. But that's the set of rules that we're working with, and so far it's been pretty good. I feel like because we're all using the same thing, I do feel like there's a little bit less kind of arguments and things. So read into that what you will, but that's how ours runs. And we're also really lucky that we have a tournament director here that's super seasoned. He was a ref for the WPBA back in the day, and he's really skilled at like removing the rack and stuff. So we are fortunate in that sense. I know like just your average tournament that might be challenging, but right. Sarah's trying to get over to that 5 ball, so again, I'd like to see her use just a hair more angle so she doesn't have to drive the ball as much, but nice shot. So she doesn't have like a ton of angle here. I'm wondering if she's gonna try to use a high ball and go between those. Yeah, she did. So let's see her angle looks a little different. I think this table slowed.
Yeah.
Um,
Top, maybe a touch or right, down to the rail, back out to the 7.
yeah. Um, yeah, maybe this doesn't have the Andy cloth on it. It might be Simonis.
I think it is.
We've got a bit of a mixed bag in terms of equipment at this stop.
I feel like there were complaints last time too from players who
well,
coming from the gray Andy to
yeah, I will say I think
this.
this is like the only stop where we don't have matching equipment for everybody. However, we really want to support those venues that have 9-footers.
Ooh.
In the spirit of the game, you know, so I think we're willing to make a few concessions. So here we have a couple diamonds and mostly Brunswick gold crowns. And I think nearly all the Brunswicks have like Andy, what were you saying, like waterproof?
Oh, their
I forget
version
what
of
it's called.
their
Like
version of the
900.
yeah, it's
What
like
is
their
it?
version of the HR, but
I
it's
don't
like
know enough about that, I will say.
it's like
I don't know anything about
it's more impervious to the humidity.
Got you. Oh, so maybe that's why this one's playing a little bit slow, the Simonis, and then the other ones are still speedy.
Yeah.
Got you.
I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, regardless, even with the same equipment, you're gonna have differences in table play. So, I think it's a bit of a moot point, but and that's also a requirement as a player is to learn how to adjust to table
Yeah, I
conditions.
think that's like my personal ethos with it. Yeah, is it not ideal? Absolutely. But, you know, you got to learn to somehow adjust, and sometimes you get screwed over by it. But I don't know. Okay, not quite where she wanted to leave herself, but still a viable shot here.
It's got pockets.
It's got pockets. This one you just want to make sure if you are using high ball, you don't come and scratch down here by where her name is. Just be careful. And a lot of people sometimes accidentally put spin on this type of shot.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to work on. Oh, that was so close.
Good effort.
Yeah. And I think she did have outside on that,
Yeah.
as I was mentioning. So bank it. Yeah. The bank was there too, for sure. Both were tough. I kind of like the cut just because sometimes you can like get the cue ball up table to an awkward spot, but I think either the bank or the cut is good there. Dang. Fortunately, Sheila just can't seem to get
Cut
a
it for the,
foothold here.
cut it for the money, bank it for the show.
Why can't I do both? I want to show off and make money. I feel like everyone's having a good time in here now. The noise level, the laughing level went up.
Oh my goodness. Like they're just pushing it closer and closer to the pocket. It's
Yeah,
rough.
crazy. I don't know. At this point, though, I will say, what time is it? I have no idea what time it is. It's 7
7.
o'clock. So we started with a players meeting at 9:30 this morning. If you're wondering if fatigue is a thing, it is. Take it fun. Oh, okay. So it looks like one of the players needs to use the restroom, so they're going to take their 5-minute break. Let me roll a couple of these while I'm waiting. I want to shout out to our tour sponsor, Littman Lights. Some of the best lighting in the business, endorsed by the pros, made in the Northwest. Diamond Mine Northwest. If you need a diamond table, get a hold of John at Diamond Mine. Does sales for used and new in Washington and Oregon. And Bobalou Billiards is our venue, host venue, and added money sponsor. There's a couple events they have coming up.
That Diamond Mine Northwest URL looked a little sus.
I know I'm gonna have to fix that tonight. I know. Hey, I did it last night when I was so tired. Hey man, got a lot going on.
I heard you say something earlier, and I just now noticed.
Yeah. And then
Hopefully.
hey, that tour schedule button also looks sus.
I was working earlier. I don't know what you did.
I didn't do anything to it. All right. This is our tour schedule. So as you can see, these are all the places we're gonna go to this year. 2 9-foot venues, this one and Ox Billiards, which has Rassons. That's where they just had the World 9-Ball Tour there. Stop. And then we're gonna finish up with our season end at Scratch Billiards, which is a new venue for us this year. So
You try that follow button out yet?
which one? Where is it?
Beetle?
Oh yeah. And by the way, here's where you can find us. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We post all kinds of fun things and streams, information about the tour. That's a great pick of our president, Angela Higgins. All right, everybody. Couple more minutes for a player break here. I think I'm going to use the restroom as well, so I'll be right back.
Put me on mute too, and I'll be back in a second. All right, our players are back.
You want the big chair?
I'll take the little one.
Oh, I forgot the cards. My stuff was bad.
Be nice, thank you.
My coffin. Jeez. Hey, which one? I don't know that new.
She's still packing her stuff
I
up.
know which one she is, but I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
What's going on? We got fun new players.
We have a lot of new players this stop, which I'm happy
should go.
about. All right, Sarah can see enough of this ball, but it doesn't pass. So she's probably gonna have to pick out some kind of safety here. Kind of like a stop shot. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, unfortunately, I think that lined it up where it's like it's dead for the combo. But I was gonna say, yeah, a little stop shot played off that ball. Oh, am I playing? Oh, I'm playing?
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Camera.
I'm leaving you all. I have to go play my match.
So, side match. I'm still gonna watch out by 11.
All right, Nicole out.
Yeah, you could beat her whenever you want. So I just need you here by that's all.
All right.
Okay, so I do the B-side matches first, Mark. Then we do the round.
No,
I
not have my other chat window open. I apologize, Rita and Sandro.
Always start about 11:30, but and you get here at 9. I just want you here by 11. But you can be here at 9 if you want. It's up to you. There you go.
That's your reward. Good job, Linda. Good job. What'd you say, 5?
Yeah. 3 matches.
Yeah, sorry for those of you in the versus, the player versus stream. I clicked away from that chat channel. I'm just catching back up. Yes, the race is to 6. That is the number in the parentheses there, this which makes this an A-side match. All right. It's always tough. It always feels like that point the side pocket likes to jump out and catch this ball going by. Not that time though. She hit it good. On the 4 ball. All right, good drawback on the 5. That was a little touchy. It looks like she doesn't move the cue ball too far back down south. She could back cut the 6 into the side. Other words, I would probably pinch draw this a little bit, and try and set up to shoot the 6 in the upper right corner. She kind of opted to stun all the way up to the rail and back down.
Yeah, I'm just telling Bobalou.
Angle looks like she's cut a stun to the left side of the 7 ball.
So you're playing tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yes.
What time?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
And you're in the money. So dress code A. So you have to dress up.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I think you're dress code A right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're the other one, Lacey.
Yeah.
Same thing. Play starts at 10 o'clock, like I did this morning. Doors will open, you know, 9, but just like always.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, I had dress code A, obviously. So no more jeans and stuff like that. No more jeans. I don't know what jeans are. I don't know. I don't know women's.
Okay, because I
If you have any
jeans and
no.
only pants I have.
Yeah, I
just
know.
in case.
If you have questions, go home. But there's the president right there, or something like that. And ask her exactly, but dress code A, it's on the website.
All right.
All right. I'm just looking at the bracket. For the record, it looks like we will probably have one more streamed match tonight. That all depends on when this one finishes. It does look like there's at least 1 or 2 matches waiting for an opponent.
Last minute to
So she's doing a little peace sign there to calculate that 30-degree line of the cue ball after contact. Sandro saying I take it play starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I think yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't hear Chris in the background. That is his inside voice. Yeah, so the loser side starts at 10 a.m. for the B side matches that advance tomorrow. Yep, those will kick off then, and I assume the A side matches are slated for roughly 11:30. I think maybe they're starting both rounds at 10, but that's usually not the case. They're a little dangerous. Like I'm not against trying to swing out the corner, the 2 rails to set up for the 8 just in the side. But she played it a little close there and is lucky to still have the cue ball on the table. Good effort. Having to shoot out of the pocket never makes that shot very easy.
Girl, I think he's trying. It's been a long day. You haven't eaten yet. I think I would have been first. You gotta think about it. You don't come out and you're not gonna do anything. Yeah, that's not that bad. Like I know, right? What do you do?
Just overcuts it just a little bit. It's gonna hang up. Leave a duck for Sheila here.
Slow the balls down. Yeah, in English, not sure. It's a couple of trying to slow down all the time.
Full shot.
Yeah, kind of this side. Spin.
Shot.
Good shot from Sheila there. Get herself up on the board. Figure out why my little tour schedule button's not working. Mhm.
I've been checking my, my game up, and when it says live, I know I'm supposed to be at the table.
You're not, you don't get these text messages? Okay, well, give them your phone number so they can put it in there. Okay,
When I started, Elizabeth said she didn't get any either.
that's weird.
It's been
Getting
acting
this.
weird,
Yeah,
but I can look. Let's see what.
yeah, I'm gonna put it down twice, once when I entered them, once when I filled out the,
Yeah, we're not the only one that said
No.
this.
so I've just been keeping an eye on the brackets, and when it says it's live, I know I'm supposed to play.
Yeah.
It says live, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta play.
Let's see what phone number I have.
05774. That's so like, I'm.
Yeah, no, I don't have one. That's why. Oh, it is when you entered late, we didn't get it in correctly. What's your phone number?
380 577
5771
74.
5774.
80577.
And now it should start. Although tomorrow it's so much easier. It's really
Yeah, right, there's only so many people. How many people would I do that after? 6 or 7?
There's 6 people. Yeah, but there's gonna be 12 tomorrow.
Oh, so if I lose, then it takes, okay.
The worst you could do is get 5th seat. That's the worst you could. But we're not expecting that.
It's really good, except for towards the end of the segment.
They're marathons, not sprints. Sometimes have to slog through all the way to the end.
Doesn't bother, right? It doesn't matter playing slow or shooting. It doesn't bother. I
Yeah,
don't.
sorry, messing with Stream Deck. One of my buttons isn't working. So it looks like the 1 does pass the 2. You find it interesting, the tendency to compensate in the wrong direction. Whereas yeah, it's just odd, arrowing towards the side of the blocking ball as opposed to the side away from it. It's a weird subconscious occurrence. Oh yeah, Cal, yeah. I am sharing the my little stream podium is also the tournament desk, so I've got the tournament director over here, so we get a lot of background discussions with players and the TD. And yes, this mic tends to pick that background stuff up. Luckily, the music in the venue not so much, but that's probably also because I slapped a noise suppressor, noise suppression filter on there at the end, which helps us avoid those copyright issues with YouTube.
Yeah,
That was so weird.
they're all.
Tough position, tough move here. That 4 is on the other side of the 5. Definitely big side to side transition. Yeah, well, I keep warning people there's a hot mic over here, so not to say anything that they wouldn't want to be caught saying out loud in public.
I learned a lot when we took our city for it. Like say, but for people play, and there's some people that like people play so I think oh my god, yeah.
They make it actually right out of like thicker the box.
It's gonna work out. I don't think that's exactly what the plan was. 5 helps to hold the cue ball up. Leaves are good on the 4. Maybe she wanted to go into the 7. A bit of a cut here on the 5. Probably not gonna hit. Well, still not great position on the 6. Gonna be way too close to the work here. Gonna try and rub off this ball, go 2 through rails underneath the 9 and the 8. Well, unfortunately, she's gonna catch that 8 ball.
How many got 4 balls? I'm like, I know I did. I didn't think of that. I did that. I'm a very smart girl, and that shit makes us stupid and lazy. Yeah.
Alright, got a workable shot on the 7 here. A little
Okay.
window for the 8 is kind of small.
I only got there's 2 matches playing that when I get a winner, I call them, and then that's the last match we'll call for the night. So yeah. So it still might not be 9:30, probably, but like I said, I'll be down to a couple tables. So and it's getting simpler and simpler as the day goes on. And they're 4-3 and those to 5 on 12. As soon as that's done, that will back.
Alright, plays on the side, chooses to try and roll the short side of the 8. Gotta deal with shooting past that side pocket.
And the whole lower floor will be done here soon.
Just saying. Right? It reminds me of that movie Step. Of what movie? That Step. With Will Ferrell. Oh, they sing in the car. I'm thinking.
All right. Opportunity for Sarah to get on the hill here if she can just nip this into the side pocket here. Oh, you hate to see that. That great shot on the 8 ball.
I know. Don't you want to grab a racket if I have it? All right, ball down the break. Got a look at the 1 ball here. Looks like she needs the 2. Need to slide back. Center ball, maybe half a tip below center to come right back across the center line of the table for a look at this 3.
Hill on 8.
Nice little safety play from Sara there. Tuck the 3 in there at the 6. Put the 9 ball in between that and the cue. All right, gets the 6 first. Sara's gonna have ball in hand here. 3, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, all down or all up there at that end. Top of the table. Just make sure to roll past the 6 if she's going forward. Tried to took a little bit of an angle there, which I don't, a little more than she needed to. Oh, what a shot. Only downside from that kick, it doesn't really give you much on the 5 ball unless you run into it. No, doesn't quite get cover. Shiela is going to be able to see part of this 5, if not most of it. She could bank it or just try and return the favor. Maybe a 2-way, play the bank. She's just going to roll right up on it. Not a huge fan of that safety. Generally, the response here is you just nick off this ball, get separation, try and put that cue ball behind a blocking ball like the 9 ball. Yeah, she had the idea, not the speed though. Send that cue ball down to the bottom of the table here on the screen. For the 5 ball, that is. Cut this if she wants to. She can also bank it over there underneath the 8 or the 6. And she can only see so much of this 5 ball. It'd be interesting if she cross banks it, intentionally or not. Kind of what that ball wants to do with what little of it you can strike. She had more of it than I thought. Got a good bounce there. Got some angle on this 7 ball.
One more, my friend. I know, I have to put him up.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure you. Yeah.
Damn it, you better. No, table 2, but take a break, whatever you need. But yeah, one more match.
Oh, should I take this one?
No, I'll take care of it. There ain't much going on for me now.
Got a little too a hold of it. A little bit on the wrong side of this 8 ball. Angle's taking her away from the 9. Just roll it forward. Take your medicine, take a little longer cut on this, or she can try and whip it around. She's going to play the 3 rails around. Doesn't really get her any better than the maybe a hair closer, but a steeper cut. See that a lot in that situation. Definitely, you really need a lot of speed to get all the way, you know, how many lengths are you traveling there to get just on the left side of the 9 ball? And if this result's going to be nearly the same as just rolling that ball in, maybe just roll it in and take a better angle.
Match tonight.
Obviously, depends on the table conditions too. No, table's playing fast. Yeah, maybe the playing that 3 rails around the corner
I know.
is a better shot.
Welcome to tournament world.
But then you run into the
Yeah.
the risk of overrunning. It's tough. It's touchy.
Pass. Run the side. You keep winning. Guess what?
Ball's rolling off on her. They're gonna get the rail. I don't think that hit the rail either.
Exactly. Yeah. Why are you looking at? Why are you looking at me?
All right, so we're gonna go up on the hill here.
You see, better pool tournament. I'm making you play pool. What did you expect? We have a meditation session and massage thing. I know. So my sympathy level is not
Ladies
that
were
high.
having lots of massages.
Guess what? I've been here longer than anybody has, and I haven't shot a goddamn shot yet.
Right?
If I can do it,
You can go to those type of patients, because you can stay there for such a week.
that's funny. I've been in so many tournaments like across the country where like some spectators, whatever. So how'd you end up doing this for things? If you're willing to sit for 4 days and just watch pool from 12, somebody's gonna hire you if you're even halfway good. This is really crazy and I didn't touch that.
I'm really watching before. You know, sitting for my attention.
Yeah. It's not me doing this, it's not for everybody. Okay, so you got that one? I'm back. So so tomorrow, obviously dress code day, I gotta say, you know, I gotta say it, everybody. You're playing after the B-side match, it started at 10. But I'd want you here by 11, just in case they all go. I know you, and you can be here at 9. You can be here at 8. But this is the speech I give to everybody, so it's not pulling favorites or. So yeah, so yeah, your match will start probably about 11:30. You guys want you here by 11, but I know you'll. But if anybody else in your spot asks, you have the information. There you go.
Do you think I can pick up 11 and 12?
You absolutely can. Stop.
Right. Nanti siguro take it in.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Well, table's looking really pretty, in my opinion. Definitely a little bit of, controlled cue ball movement involved, but none of the transitions are terribly difficult. A little spicy on that. Gonna hold up just enough. Probably gonna need the bridge. No, okay. Looks like she can stretch across. Isn't sure. Looking really good. I think the key is gonna be the 7 to the 8. Oh wow, what'd she do there? Try and cheat the pocket, maybe? I was thinking she could just stop it, maybe a little low ball just to hit. Looks like she forced it a little bit, so yeah, I don't know what happened there. Good shot. Let's be careful not to run into the 9 or be too heavy-handed where this goes into the rail close to the 9 and comes back out. It's a really good shot there. Not sure if it's a blessing or a curse to be straight in like this. Cue's a little close to the rail. The 9 is off though. I'm not sure if I personally would have liked to have been off that rail a little bit. She hit it into the rail. And, of course, it's going to dress up real nice for Shiela here. So we got one match left in the wings. It's ready to be assigned. Kind of waiting to see what happens on this table to see if we're going to get one more stream match tonight. Oh, is that just going to roll past? Just roll past the side just enough to make this a little nasty.
Those planes, I get in the middle of it. It starts. Are you in? You didn't do a good job. I was gonna say you didn't see when you. But I don't want to make a scene because I don't. It's not bothering her. I'll talk to her when it's.
I want you to know with some here it's a slippery fucking slope. So
It's
you
okay,
need to be on.
I
I wasn't.
watching it, but yes, but I don't want to do it in the middle of a match and distract the opponent.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Well, kind of a pretty impressive try. Threatened that pocket more than I expected with how far past the pocket the 9 ball was. All right, well, that's gonna be that one. Sarah's gonna get that 6-2. Does look like we're gonna have one last match this evening. So stay tuned, and we'll get that sorted out.
Okay, I need whoa, both of you guys, come talk to me.